So hello and welcome one and all from what I can only describe as footballing utopia. The weather is perfect, the fans are in great voice, and the players are all set to get started. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. This game, of course, the last of the first round of fixtures.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Maldini. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival, Koeman! Nearly, but not quite. Boca. Seco. To Thomas. Now that looks a decent ball. Thomas is wide and looking to get onto this. Look at the space here. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
He's found a way through. Hangs one in. Ah, he's charged, surely! He's delivered all right! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Southampton have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That's a cute ball. Seco. Southampton currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Phillips. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Torres absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Nedved can see things others simply cannot. And it's Marcelo. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Boca got a long way forward to join the attack. He is through here! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He won't be happy with that one. Nedved. Koeman. Nedved. Now there's a... Yamal! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Phillips.
Southampton can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
To Thomas. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best.
He's had a shot! Pearson. Thomas. And the counter is on. Lahm. Koeman. Never out of the action for very long. Now that's a lovely exchange. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Phillips. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Everyone, please welcome the two sides.
Down to business again. Southampton currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And Seko. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pass is just off target. Boca. Thomas. Pearson. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bergenik. Gallagher purring through the gears. Koeman. Southampton do have a chance to counter here. Aimed beyond the defence. Yamal gets into a good position.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Southampton just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Can he latch on to this? Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Pearson. Gallagher. Bergenik, his fourth top scorer in the league. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And Torres! Boca gets it clear. Well, they could break here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And that's another throw. And it's a corner. Thomas with the short one. And it's Boca. Goes for a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Boca actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's there to clear it. Seko! Mbappe going about things with real menace. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Shapes to shoot!
Stoke really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Boca calmly anticipates. Looking for options for movement. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's been played through. It's a promising position. Great defending, strong and determined. Nedved. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Torres. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That is lovely. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thomas. Bergenik. And it's Seko. Gallagher. Lobbed in behind.
Stoke really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Substitution in progress.
Lahm is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Almost there, but it's cold sweats all round. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Phillips. Passing is crisp and sharp. Knocks it into space. Chance here to counter. Nedved. And it's Gerrard. Out towards the flank. That's where it came from. Deftly away. Nedved. Lahm. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now he's running away. Nicely aimed pass. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That has not gone well. That's that, the end. Southampton come away having earned what they always set out to earn. The maximum. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. This the first of the second round of fixtures this season. Derby have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
And here's Mbappe, out towards the flank. Torres charging forward, the ball at his feet. So no chances falling either way for the time being. He's a sharp little ball here. Maldini. To Marcelo.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Nedved. And it's Koeman. Mbappe! Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And this is Nedved. Oh, nice touch. This looks promising. Can he finish? There it is! He has gobbled up his 20th goal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 22 minutes is number 20, Kylian Mbappe.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's a goal kick. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Maldini. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's quick to return it. And it's Gerrard. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fernando Torres. He is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. He's got away. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Gerrard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Deftly away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Gerrard. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Derby are looking to break at pace. Nicely weighted ball.
Southampton really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
It's Koeman! And that's a sharp finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Nedved conjures time and space where few can. And the shot, there's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A case now of complete control. Southampton have hit a quick-fire double here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gerrard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Southampton seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. Back on the way then. And here's the chance to counter.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Ball's played through. Marcelo makes the interception. Fernando Torres. Koeman, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. They're urging him to shoot. Shot a goal! Well taken goal. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness.
The goal scorer.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Southampton are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And the pass is intercepted. Nedved.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Mbappe is onto this. Oh, that's neat. Tries to play it, and the finish! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
59 minutes is number 22, Koeman.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And now the breakaway. Oh, that's fabulous. Torres, lovely feet. In towards the back stick. Yamal! Brought out the best in the keeper. Travis. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, no joy this time. It's out for a goal kick. Desai, always a very imposing presence at the back. Maldini. Lahm. Knocks it into space. And this is Nedved. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Koeman on a hat-trick. What do you think that'll mean to him, Jim?
Oh, I think it'll mean a huge amount to him. The way he's been playing, I fully expect him to turn his 2 goals into 3. His appetite has been brilliant, and he totally merits a 3rd.
He looks a really hungry player right now. Yamal!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he seemed certain to get the 6th.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
And we have our very first corner.
19, number 6, coming on the
Not
field.
pretty, but it gets the job done.
7, number
He certainly
54,
caught him there. It's a free kick.
number 44.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Koeman is behind this one. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Koeman! Cleared away. That has been slung wide. Nice sequence of passes, this.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Now, what about a counter-attack? And this is Torres.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Wriggles his way through, played out wide. And it's played in. Here comes the corner. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And he can thump it away. It's a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Maldini. Nedved. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's shifting through the gears here. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's Fernando Torres. And he's managed to get free.
4 added
Marcelo
minutes has
finding
been
himself
indicated.
in space. Played out to the left flank.
This is the time you need that pace.
He has found the way through. 4 added minutes on the board. Oh, super shoots! Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Southampton win it. And it's a big win, and they can look back on a job well done.